Chicago Bulls in the house tonight. Look forward to it. It's going to be a fun one. Enjoy the first half, everybody. We'll see you right here at halftime.
It's a great day to be a Blazer. On their feet here in Motor. Rip City, are you ready? A rebuke, a denial, a two-handed tackle. Welcome in, everybody, to Portland, Oregon, USA. Tonight, very special night. The Blazers playing the second of a back-to-back against the Chicago Bulls. They're coming off a win on Monday in Denver. First home loss of the year for the Denver Nuggets. Blazers need a win in the worst way. Now stand 6-8 on the year. They have lost 5 of their last 6. But you know what tonight is Jerami Grant glass night. That's right. Born in Portland. His dad, Harvey Grant, played for the Blazers, a gold medalist. All of that is on that glass. The whole bio on the glass. The first 5,000 customers here tonight at Moda getting a glass. He'll get the start tonight. Second time he has started the season. 18 points, 46% from the field, and 40% from 3. Josh Giddey's having a marvelous year now in his 5th year. Just 23 years of age, coming over from Oklahoma City, making a nice home in Chicago. 21.8, 10 rebounds, 9th in the league in rebounding, and tied for 3rd in assists. The news here in Portland: injuries. Shaedon Sharpe out tonight. Right calf soreness. Drew Holiday is a scratch as well because of a right calf strain. Robert Williams III does not play on the second of a back-to-back. Scoot Henderson is yet to play this year. Matisse Thybulle, Blake Wesley, Damian Lillard all continue to mend. Welcome in, everybody. Lamar Hurt, Kevin Calabro, Brooke Olsdam, Tom Haberstroh, all with you here tonight. Wounded animal approach. The most dangerous animal or person is the wounded one out in the woods.
Yeah, you would know that all the time you spend out in the woods. and that's how Sidy Cissoko, Deni Avdija, this lineup for the Blazers, guys coming off the bench, that's how they're going to approach this game. Lay it all out there. Go after it, play as hard as you can, no excuses, just try to get it done.
Well, let's take a look at how the Blazers can conjure a win here tonight with this lineup: Cissoko, Avdija, Grant, Kamara, and Clingan. It's all part of the grand plan that Lamar has laid out in the 4 keys of the game.
Well, Rip City was feeling the love last night from Caleb. Career high 17 points for him. He was assertive. He shot a lot of the same shots he's been shooting all season. They were just dropping. So he's been trusting in his work. He knew at some point it would pay off, and it did in a big way in last night's game. And Kev, you outlined the main key for the Chicago Bulls. Josh Giddey, the way that he's been playing, controlling pace, tempo, everything the Bulls want to do. In the half court, in the full court, he can see everybody. He has good size. He's looking to share the basketball, so his teammates get a lot of movement off of him, and he will find them if they're open. The Blazers got to try to choke up the passing lanes.
Thiago Splitter before the game telling us Jan Hanson's going to play tonight. Rob Williams III not available, and look what he did last night. 13 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 7 for the field, 5 boards, 3 assists. He's still looking for his first 3 in a real NBA game. When we come back, Brooke Olsdam is one-on-one with Caleb Love. He knows how to score, and it's all about the love, baby. Yeah, come on.
Uses that screen right to the hoop. What a drive. Love. He's feeling it right
now. Trailblazer at forward, 6'8", from Syracuse, number 9, Jerami Grant. From Utah, number 23, Donovan Clingan. At guard, 6'7" from NBA G League Ignite, number 91, Sidy Cissoko. And a guard, 6'9", Behersalia Israel, number 8, Deni Avdija. The acting head coach of your Portland Trailblazers is
Blazers stand 6-8 on the year, 3-3 here at home. Deni Avdija will get his first start as a pro. 43 games he's played previous to this. No starts. He's in the lineup tonight with Deni Avdija. Avdija having a marvelous year, 25.5, 25.5. 6 boards and nearly 5 assists. Jerami Grant getting his second start of the year, brings 18 a game. Jamani Kamara steps in, 12-5 on the year, and Donovan Clingan averaging 9 points and 9 boards. Josh Giddey does it all, 22 points, 10 boards, 9.5 assists, and a steal. And plays long minutes, 35 per night. Kevin Huerter alongside with Ika Coral, Matas Bazelis, and Nikola Vucević up front. Billy Donovan, the venerable coach of the Chicago Bulls. In his 6th season with the Bulls, former head coach, of course, of Oklahoma City.
Black versus red. A little bit.
And Tiago Splitter. He's going to have to be creative tonight with his lineup and his rotation. A lot of guys out. Former assistant with both Brooklyn and, of course, in Houston before the game tonight, telling us that, yeah, I've been in situations like this, not as a player, but certainly in Brooklyn where we've had a number of injuries. Tonight's starting lineups have been brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Deni Avdija, Lamar, he's going to have to carry an extra load, of course, with the shortage of available talent tonight for the Blazers. It's great to have Grant back, but on the other hand, you lose Shaedon Sharpe out tonight, and he's averaging 23 a game.
Yeah, Deni knows that. He knows he's responsible for a lot of what happens tonight, and he takes on that challenge along with Deni Avdija, who has the ball.
Deni in his 3rd year stands 6'7". He's got a flair for passing the basketball. Got to make good decisions and not turn it over as the Blazers did last night, and our first possession is indeed a turnover. Chicago will bring it the other way. Vucević with it up top on the wing. Bazelis with Vucević. Step back is good for the big man. Now in his 15th year out of USC, averaging 16 points and 10 boards a game.
He can shoot that shot. He can go jump hooks down low, and he can shoot the 3. He's tough.
Slanting into the lane. Avdija throws up top. There's Clingan at the rim to redirect it and tap it up and in.
Good attack. A short, direct line drive. Drew Donovan's man a step up, and Deni made the right pass.
Bazelis' pass deflected. It's up for grabs. Deni Avdija grabs it out of the air. On the push, Grant leaves it to Kamara. Passed up a 3 in motion. Clingan will take it. He steps up and he rattled one up and in. Comes in shooting 8 of 40 from 3-point range, but he hasn't been bashful. He's letting them go. Giddey checked by Kamara. Pressure on the ball. Giddey leans in. Ball tipped out by Vucević. Blazer basketball. They get a stop.
Well, that was a shot from Toumani that Coach Splitter wouldn't have minded Toumani taking. Toumani trusted in Deni as his trail post. I'm sorry, Donovan as his trail post. DC knocked it down. But the Blazers want Toumani to get back to shooting shots with confidence when he's wide open.
Avdija into the lane. A reverse over Vucević is short. Giddey races the other way. Terrific handle. Chest pass out on top. Huerter missed the 3. Running down the rebound was Grant. Couldn't handle it. Sissoko can. He is tripped up at midcourt. Finally a whistle.
Foul on Bazelis.
Chicago foul number 14. On Bazelis, his first team foul.
Coach Splitter just wants his guys to play hard, and yeah, he wants them to execute and make shots and all that other stuff, but he realizes some of the limitations. Something that should never be a limitation is how hard you play, and Deni setting the right tone for the Blazers.
Avdija in deep, draws 2 in the corner to Kamara. He'll raise a catch and shoot without thinking about it, Lamar.
Well, I know Belgium has some good dips, you know, for their chips that they eat over there, but apparently Toumani doesn't.
That.
Well, no, I do know. I spent a little time in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Get up, 2.
Followed up and in by Avdija. And a timeout call by the Chicago Bulls. This is the kind of start, albeit without that turnover, to start this thing. The Blazers lead it here by 8, and a good start here in Portland.
funny on the mic. Of course, he is mic'd up tonight and hitting shots. He's already got 5 points tonight. Earlier, I asked Tiago what are the biggest steps DC has made this season.
Well, I think he got to continue, protect the rim for us. I think that's his goal, main goal in the court, and of course the offense rebound and just feeling comfortable finishing around the rim. He also, I think he's shooting better his free throws. At least in practice, he's very confident, and I think he's translating now to the games even more. He's shooting some threes, not the the percentage that we want, but of course it takes some time to get used to shoot those shots and make a decent percentage.
I'm not sure if DC heard that before the game, but of course he has already hit a 3, but also leading the league in offensive rebounds, guys. Just impressive. Such a great start to his season, and he's had so many areas he wants to improve in. It's going to be fun to watch DC this year.
Thank you, Brooke. Here's Grant out of the corner. Fingertip control. Guides in a triple, and the Blazers off to a very good start from the perimeter, and they lead here by 8. Vucević comes back after hitting a 3 a moment ago. That one glancing off and out of bounds.
It's a no-dip party right now for the Blazers in those corners. Toumani on the left side, JG in the right. Who's next? DC, you?
He's coming right back with another. Loads up, misses, rebound tip. Good hustle play by Kamara. Knocked down and fouled.
Well, Kev, you're right. In terms of a start, this is everything the Blazers wanted. This is what the fans want. They want to see their team play hard. They want to see JG catch it high, hold it high. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Looking at Sean Wright. Looking at you, Sean. Here's Kamara with it. On the handoff to Cedi. He'll tee up a triple. That's off and into the hands of Vucević. Giddey with a long hit ahead into front court. Patrick Williams will pull up in transition, and he heaves a 3. He's shooting 41% from 3. This Chicago bench, very accomplished bench. Number 1 in the league in scoring at 48 a contest. Inside, the pass comes to Clingan. Left it short. Back comes Giddey. Galloping dribble. Right with him is Grant. And they say that Grant hauled him down in a foul.
Yeah, Donovan Clingan's not happy right now because he had a similar thing happen to him on the other side, where he got pulled and wasn't able to really gather and go up and try to catch that lob. And that's what he's asking the officials about.
Giddey will bring it to bounce. Herter immediately will turn and fire a flare. That's off. The rebound reeled in by Clingan. Kamara directing Grant down to the block. Enters the pass. He works on Giddey. Turns, reverses. Tough shot. Laid it in.
Wow, impressive to avoid a travel there.
Yeah.
As Giddey pulled the chair on him.
Grant having just a terrific year, as you know, if you've been watching Blazer basketball. 18 a game. Top scorer in the league coming off the bench. Blazers another stop, defensive rebound, and off to the races with Deni trailing. Giddey moved in front, and a foul called on Giddey.
That's created by Cedi. Getting in there, giving Deni a closeout to attack. How about the footwork from JG?
Yeah.
Oh, light on the feet.
Avdija being chased by Okoro. Defensive stalwart here for Chicago. And he turns in. The scoop move won't go. Batted and controlled by the Bulls. Williams leaving it for Giddey. Slants in. The dribble is turned by Kamara. Trailing is Vucević. He shoots 41% from 3. He's hit 2 already tonight in 3 offerings. And it's a Blazer lead of 4. Toumani comes back. A quick look at 3 in transition. Herter off to Giddey. Vucević has a lot of moves. He whirls in. He's getting 16 a game. He's developed over his 15 years in the association.
He's shown the whole package offensively already. Mid-range game, the hook shot, and then a 3-point shot.
Inside out dispatch from Avdija is a good decision. Toumani wide open, and again, no hesitation. 2 of 3 for Toumani from beyond the arc. Giddey the other way, slithers by the front line of the defenders and sends a high arcing bank up and in. Avdija goes one-on-one with Williams. Beautiful crossover into a right-hand backhand scoop. Again, a heartbreaker. Vucević the hit ahead to midcourt, grabbed by Giddey. Advance to Okoro for 3. Rounded out. The rip. Williams unloads here to Giddey. Waits for Vucević to get set. Close out by Clingan, may have botted Okoro. The rebound grabbed by Sissoko. The Frenchman on his way up the floor into the lane, using that big body to go right at Giddey. It's ripped out of bounds. Last touch by Chicago.
The game is really mental in a lot of ways, and Toumani's mentality has been needing just a little bit of a change, a little bit of a push to having that confidence of shooting, believing in it the way he has the last couple seasons, and it's looked good to start this one.
Caleb Love, the rookie, on the floor, came on strong last night with 11 in the first quarter, 17 for the game. Doubled up, finds Avdija, 11 to shoot, crossing over, going at Herder, nice delivery, Clingan steps up, powers up, no, his follow is off, and rebound to Williams. Giddey, cross-court pass, Herder in the corner. Here's a J offered up, that is off, and the rebound grabbed by the Blazers. Dalen Terry on the floor, 6'7" out of Arizona. He is defending, but he's too light and too far underneath the rim. Deni buried him to lay it up and in. Blazers lead here by 5.
Jan Hansen preparing to check into the game, give DC a little bit of a spell. Blazers want to hold things down until then.
Murray defending, gets a piece of that. Vucević makes the catch. Out to Williams, into the lane. Sees 2 defenders, hooks it outside. Good ball rotation by Chicago, and Giddey ends up with it. A 3 is off. Toumani on top here to Avdija. Blazers work the half-court set. Avdija off to Love, catch, shoot, 3 up. Skids off the back iron. Alertly, Clingan digs the rebound away. Throws to Deni, and he drills a 3. Avdija with a 3-pointer. Deni off to a 7-point start here, and the Blazers lead it by 8. Herder splits 2 defenders into the paint. Challenges Clingan with a soft touch runner of about 12 feet. Bulls come in a prolific scoring basketball team. Got big numbers to say, sure can. That bench is super powered. Here's Love. Blazers certainly have to match that intensity off the bench here tonight. Love's part of that equation. So is Murray. He'll crank a 3. That one sails short. Herder saves it and sends it ahead. Terry on the dispatch. Williams off the screen, into the lane, running right-hander. That got wayward and out of bounds. Blazer basketball. Chicago will bring 3 new guys out onto the floor.
As Hansen prepares to come into the game, he's going to try to do the same thing DC just did. I'm numbering, as we let this play roll, the Chicago Bulls players in the paint when a shot goes up. That's normal. That's why we let this continue to roll. You got Deni just sitting out there waiting for it, because everybody else is in there trying to rebound. So anytime the Blazers can line it up from 3 after that offensive rebound, that's a good time. And Hansen is good enough to make that pass.
Stick around, because he's coming up next. Jan Hansen about to check in.
If he keeps this up, he's an all-star.
It's Tom Haberstroh here with tonight's Haberstat. It is 28. That's the number of Deni Avdija drive assists this season. The dimes off of the drives is the league high. No other player has more dimes after the drive than Deni Avdija. So he has 28, and no one else in the league can top him on that play. When he gets into the paint and kicks the shooters and gives it to those cutters, there's no one better at it in the league right now with 28, and we'll see this in action. Deni Avdija, when he gets into the paint, in last night's game against Phoenix, he got the attention of all 5 Phoenix defenders. So when he rolls off this pick here from Kamara, he gets 5 sets of eyeballs on him. And what does he do? He takes advantage of it with a cutting Donovan Clingan, who goes up for the reverse layup. And that's what Deni Avdija does so well. And he's got a few of them tonight in this game. He's got 4 assists, many of them coming off of those drives. And that is what Deni Drive Dimes looks like. Tonight's Haberstat is presented by First Tech Federal Credit Union, who invites you to explore the many exclusive perks and experiences of First Tech Beyond. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Tom. Hansen looking for his first pro three. Won't go. With the rebound grabbed by Murray. Off it comes to Avdija.
Good cut, too.
Tamani across the end line, no. Followed by Hansen. Keeps it alive. Juggled it. Tapped away by Jalen Smith out of bounds.
A couple things. That was a hard shot for Hansen to come in and shoot. He hasn't even really run up and down the floor, you know, and got a sweat going yet. But he was open, and they want him to shoot it. So good to see him get in there and crash. And then Tamani had the layup on the right side. He made it a little tougher going underneath because he was anticipating shot blocking, but it wasn't there. Tamani was a step ahead.
Avdija surrounded, throws cross court, and Love immediately dashes to the rack. He's knocked down, and Caleb will shoot two. Avdija passing out of the double team, seeing more and more of that. Multiple defenders running at him. Got to make split-second decisions. Watch Angelica Thornton and Rhonda Shelby on K2 News this morning from 4:30 to 7. Then catch Wesley Ogle on ARC PDX from 7 to 9 on KUMP. K2 and KUMP keeping you informed all morning long. Javon Carter, the 8-year veteran out of West Virginia, on the floor. Drew accolades from Billy Donovan after the win against Denver on Monday night. Jalen Smith played very well, and Coby White was sensational. He had 27 points in his return. His first game played this year was against Denver. What does White mean? Well, he averaged last year 20 points and shot 37% from three in volume, 8 a game. It's a big addition to this Bulls ball club. They got off to a 5-0 start. They sputtered over their last 8, just 2-6, but wins against Philly, and of course that big win, as we just mentioned, against Denver on Monday night, 130 to 127. Their bench scored 67 points in that one, Lamar. 67-9 they outscored the Denver bench in that game.
Sounds like a team that has a chance in every game they play. Don't have to rely on the starters to have huge nights. And they got Zach Collins over there on the bench. It's his birthday, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Happy birthday to Zach.
Happy birthday, Z. Recovering from wrist surgery. They say he's going to begin workouts next week. There's the big man. On his 8th year. Hansen making it tough inside. Jalen Smith. Jalen says he whacked me in the back of the head, and the Blazers get the ball back. Come on.
That's the way it goes.
Javante Cook steps on.
It'd be nice to see Javante provide some type of a spark, because he was one of the most fun players to watch throughout training camp. A lot of excitement. He gets up and down. He plays with a flair. It'd be nice to see him have a nice game and get his first NBA points.
Jonah Hurskew will be with us. He's the head man of the remix. He'll take us inside and tell us about the development of these young players. Caleb Love, Javante Cook, the two-way guys. And of course, Jan Hansen, who just came back from the remix, playing a couple of games there. Here's a 50-50 ball won by Chicago. Dosumu throws up the floor to White. Coby shifty, throws outside on top, galloping inside on the kick. Here's Smith for three.
Now Javante threw that pass that got stolen. Now the tough thing for him is going to be he's coming in with more of a passive mindset, because that's what his role is with this current group. But when the opportunity presents itself like that right there, he's got to be ready.
That's right. That's right. Let it fly. Murray secures the rebound. He finds Grant in deep outside of Caleb. Caught it low, brings it high. The three glancing off. Running down the board is Grant. He'll pop one out of the corner. That's off. After it is Murray. One by Chicago. Carter the other way. Dosumu in deep outside to Smith. Battle inside. Terry had inside position on Grant, but Terry touched it last. Blazers get it back. Hansen with it. Back to the bucket. Had some post moves last night. Backs down.
He still got it.
Spins back, goes lefty, laid it up in there, and he's ambidextrous, if you haven't noticed. And he's got terrific touch.
Yeah, he had the moves last night, tonight. He gonna have them tomorrow night. It's not going anywhere.
Pumping the dribble in deep. Terry doesn't like what he sees. A lot of congestion in there outside of Dosumu. Io to Smith, closely guarded, tipped by Love. Time running down, 2 to shoot. Coby White's got to get it off and does. Rimming off, volleyed into the air by Cook and recovered by Grant. Here comes Cook into front court. Extends a pass inside to Hansen on the move. Terry blindsided him. Comes away with the steal, and we've got a jump ball as Hansen goes to work on the deck.
The idea from Javante Cook right there was right. The pass was just too quick. Somebody like Hansen, you got to let him slow down. You got to let him decelerate and really get his footwork down before throwing it down there into him in that situation specifically, because then it could lead to something like this.
The drop step into the lefty high bank.
Yeah, good post play tries to go to the middle first. And you take away that middle, then they'll reverse back. And Hansen has the footwork to do it on both sides.
Bull basketball on the tip. Hansen, he's on the all-lumber team.
Oh, he made it already?
Oh, a solid screener.
You normally don't put rookies on that.
He's good in my book with that, just the screen setting. Dosumu comes down and drills a triple to tie this game at 26. Io shooting 46% from 3, limited number of 4 games. Grant double. Jan Hansen looks left, moves right, and he comes with the Euro step. High bank, no. Rebound comes right back to him. Outside to Grant for the reload, and he feathered in a 3.
Did he no-look that?
I think so.
It looked like Hansen might have thrown a no-look to JG out there.
He was looking at you.
And that's that exact play, Kev, I was talking about that DC did. Offensive rebound. Look out to your shooters if they're there.
Cook reaches in. Blazers had a foul to give. 6-10 seconds left here in the quarter. Portland off to a good start on the second of a back-to-back. 6 of 16 shooting from 3 for one thing, 37%. The turnovers have not hurt them. 3 of them so far. Blazers done a nice job to contain the Bulls, not allow them to run. Here's Coby White with it. Now he can make stuff happen in a split second. Into the lane he comes, puts on the brakes, leans back, and scores.
That's impressive.
That was impressive.
He's been a less wild recently.
He just got rotated today.
Yeah, apparently.
29-28 count. The Blazers on top by 1 after 1. Here's the no-look, Lamar.
See the eyes.
Break it down.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay, Hansen. Looking away from the target, but he knows he's going to get it there.
Glass night. Fill it up, Jeremy. It's remix night here tonight in Portland, Oregon. The remix signing autographs, taking in the game. Hopefully they're being well fed up in one of the suites as well. The Blazers after 1, leading Chicago 29-28. Jonah Herskew is with us here tonight. 3 years on the Blazers staff, now elevated to head coach of the remix. Jonah, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Kevin, thanks for having me.
So, my friend, let's talk about player development. Everybody wants to know about Jan Hansen. What have you observed from the young man?
First of all, he's a super confident young man, but he's young. You know, as a basketball player, playing more is very important for us and for him to continue to develop. But he's super coachable. His teammates love him. He's got a great sense of humor. He's just a joy to be around.
And we just saw in that last run that he had there, solid screen setting, nice decision, offensive rebound, taking the 3 when it's available, and then that drop step into the left hand was pretty sweet.
Yeah, you know.
Did you teach him that?
No, I did not.
Where'd he get all that stuff?
I did not. He came to us with it. You know, he's obviously been well coached before coming to us, but his footwork is really good for being that size. It's something that stood out to us, and he's so strong that if you're even with him and he can get that shoulder or elbow into you, good things are going to happen.
Jonah, good to see you. We miss seeing you here on the sideline and being able to chat with you all the time before games. But we're glad that your expertise is now being put into the developmental group with the remix, who will see time out here on this floor. I want to know, what are some of the similarities you see between the 2 leagues, between the G League in the NBA? And then what are some of those really glaring differences, and how are you navigating those things?
First of all, thanks for having me, Lamar. Great to see you. You know, at the end of the day, the similarities, it's basketball. And no matter what league you play in, I think the same things will win. They're very consistent. Playing together, playing hard, defensive rebounding, sharing the ball, you know, generating the right shots, cutting layups, driving layups, catch and shoot threes, things like that. You know, and I think we're really trying to implement and play similar ways that the Blazers are playing. You know, some of the differences, just the speed of the game. You know, the games are a little quicker. One thing until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter is you only take one free throw for 2 points, or potentially 3 if you're shooting the 3. You know, timeouts are a minute 30, which for a coach trying to draw up a nice ATO, you know, the NBA timeouts are 2:30. I think quarter breaks are 2:45, and then the national TV games are about 3:15. So, you know, coaches go meet at half court, and you can talk about where you can go eat that night. And you know, it's almost like a summer league set-in of those games. They really try to keep just about 2 hours.
Does that make you more efficient? Have you noticed that?
It does, and I think just how you go about going in, like planning going into a game, is definitely a little different.
Well, it's so important to have a G League team, because for years the Blazers did not, and they were one of just few teams that didn't. And then to have them on your doorstep, particularly on nights like tonight, because you know you're going to go through that as an NBA team, as a pro team, you're going to have injuries, and you need to have a wealth of talent. And so it's nice to be able to draw these guys up instantly almost.
Well, that's the thing. You can see Javonte Cook out there right now. He's spent the last week plus with us, played all 4 games with us. Hansen, you guys obviously saw, played the last 2 games with us. City spent some time with us during training camp. So a lot of the guys out there on the court right now and that have played in the first quarter have been with us. And just the blessing, you know, from ownership down to Joe, down to the coaching staff, of having us practice in the building and my interactions and overlap with the coaches, talking with Tiago and Nate and Saint and Q and all these guys. It just makes my job a lot easier.
The Remix are off to a 3-1 start. Sunday in San Diego, the home opener December 2nd against the Clipper organization. You have told me that there's a special seat there on the bench for us when we come out.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure you told me that.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm making that up.
Yeah, he's making stuff up, Jonah. You know how he is. Nothing changed.
Jonah Herskew from Amherst, Massachusetts. I want to know about your story and how you got. At one point, I didn't know this about your bio, and I thought I had it pretty well nailed. A video coordinator for the Chicago Bulls.
I was.
When was that, right out of school?
It was actually before I finished college. From Amherst, Massachusetts. I was a poor Division III basketball player at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota. And before I finished there, I actually started working in the pros. And back then it was the D League, the developmental league. And worked for a guy named Dwayne Tickner. Tick, we called him. And one of the best coaches I've been around, intense, all about the team. He actually lives in the Portland area now. And so he came out to our second or third practice. It was awesome to see him and kind of keep the minor leagues together.
Jonah, did you ever dunk on anybody in D3 like what Chris Murray just did?
You know,
we hope Vucević is okay, but did you ever do anything like that?
As a Division III basketball player, I was really good at slapping the backboard.
Okay, it's a lot of people that can't slap the backboard. You know, like, come on now.
Jonah, thanks for being with us. Again, the opener, December 2nd.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Great seeing you again, man.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Great to see you guys.
Yeah, always good to see you, man.
Carleton College. Tonight's Alaska Airlines dunk of the game.
Chris Bird taking that baseline by storm. 2 hands up over the top. 2 hands is his preferred method of dunking the basketball. Straight through Vucević.
Atmos Rewards is the combined loyalty program by Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines. Visit atmosrewards.com to start your journey in the #1 airline rewards program. Bulls cough it up, diving for it. As Sissoko comes over there, stands over it. Rosellis rips it away. I think Bjorkman's going to hang on to the ball, stall for time a little bit. The officials come over to rip it out of his hands. And the Blazers call time, and they're going to challenge possession along the sideline. Good operation over there.
Yeah. A lot of communication.
We'll step aside, and we'll get the verdict here in a moment.
Go, defense, what's the thing? Shoot it. Yeah, I mean, I ran to the paint too much, especially in transition.
In that transition, it's all right. Then shut him down on the post-ups, too.
That's on me. No. Weak! Strong!
NBA five-man, like a linebacker.
Yes. Got to be talking all the time.
Backbone of your defense.
Yeah, and that's what DC did at UConn. It's something the Blazers were excited to have him do once he joined the roster. And it's hard for any rookie to have that kind of voice. So last season was a challenge, although he tried his best at it. And as he gains years of service, he's going to be doing it more and more.
Speaking of challenges, the Blazers did win the challenge to win this possession. So they keep the timeout and retain the challenge. Here's Grant, the crossover, slithers in, going lefty, up and in. Beautiful move by Jerami Grant, bicycling his legs to gain an advantage, and the Blazers lead by 5. JG with 11. Vucević outside, tees up a triple, and knocks it down.
I think he's going to be really good.
He's just 21 years of age.
Yeah, like really good.
Spring loaded.
And he's got a confidence, like he believes he's the best player each time he's on the floor.
Only got beat on the floor that time by JG.
Jerami, ooh. Crossover, stretching into the paint. It's impressive how much work he's done on his game to become the offensive threat he is now. When he came into the NBA, he was not that.
He could shoot, could not shoot. Sissoko goes at the body of Vucević. Now he's playing with 3 fouls, is Vucević. Out to Love. Caleb turns, feathers one up, around and out. Rebound tipped, grabbed by the 6'10". Second-year pro from Chicago, Illinois. Modest Vucević off to Giddy, along with Vucević out there on the floor. Julian Phillips has stepped in. He's a third-year pro from Tennessee. Vucević into the lane, going lefty, just dancing in there.
Yeah, that's his normal mode of operation. Like, that wasn't even him trying to be fancy. He just moves like that.
Clingan with it. Off to Caleb Love. He'll drive.
Oh.
He avoids Vucević in air, who may have had a hand on it. Giddy with it. Checked by Sissoko, playing off the contact of Vucević, and gets some body. Giddy apparently had a foul on C.D. Sissoko. Thiago splitter, pushing buttons. And Sissoko will head to the bench, and in will come Deni Avdija to team with Kamara, Love, and Clingan. And Murray. Grant going to the bench as well. Kamara got buckled there by a Coby White screen. And Tumani gives the Blazers possession here.
It's not loud when he does that, but it's just so effective. The amount of fouls he causes off the ball. Because what he does is, Kev, he makes guys running off of screens, and then the screeners really have to be precise. They start thinking about him in actions that they wouldn't think about 99% of the rest of the time throughout the season. Tumani makes you have to be great in your movements that way.
Giddy up into the paint, outside, Vucević, the 3. Giddy stabs that one away, but he walked out of bounds with it. And the Blazers will take possession. Early shooting, the Bulls 16 of 34, 47%, 8 of 22 from 3. The Blazers 16 of 45 from the field. So 11 more shots than the Bulls, but shooting 36%. Avdija turns, climbs the ladder, extends, and laid it up and in. Gorgeous move.
Yeah, he's trouble when he gets back to that right hand. The NBA knows it. They just can't stop it consistently. He's so strong and fast.
White tees it up. Love takes it. Man, he got hammered there by Giddy in transition, and the foul on Josh Giddy. Is the second foul. That broke up a Blazer advantage going downhill.
Well, is that all lumber worthy? I'm just trying to figure out who's making your team. What's the criteria? Who doesn't? Is Deni all lumber, by the way, with how strong he plays?
It's not about fouling people. It's about screen setting.
Okay. I feel like you've awarded some people a spot on the team without screens. I feel like you've seen a few clotheslines, you see some tackles, you got all excited, and you just awarded them on a team. Now you're changing the criteria.
Well, I mean, guys like Clingan, he gets a free pass on the all-number team.
All right. Well, the Blazers gave the ball back.
Yeah, backcourt violation. So 6 Bulls turnovers. The Blazers up to 5 on the night. Chicago will trigger it in bounds. Blazers have done a nice job, Lamar. Would you agree, at controlling the tempo and the pace of this game? Nice move by Terry to get in deep. Whirl one up and in. He's fouled and he goes to the line.
Considering what the alternative very easily could be with how Chicago can get out and get going on you, yes.
The Bulls are 5th in points per ball game at nearly 122. They have had a streak of 41 consecutive games of 110+ points per game. And that is remarkable. White part of that equation, playing just his first game against Denver on Monday at 27. Gives off to Vucević. He'll lean in and hits a hopper.
Yeah, you know, that's going to be a challenge for Donovan. He's even looking back over at the bench, and I wonder if it's because to get a call of what they want to do different. Vucević doesn't roll all the way to the rim all the time. He stops in that short area. So if Donovan's in drop coverage, Vucević can stop ahead of him, and there's no way for DC to stop the drive and get back to Vucević. But there is a way to drop dimes on this end of the floor.
The Bulls left the shooter. Kamara's shot missing, and a good rebound by Clingan. Donovan's got 9 boards to go with his 9 points here early. Turning the corner on the screen, rolling is Vucević on the short roll, and another quick toss by Vucević, who's deadly in that restricted area. 14 points, he's got 6 of 8. Back the other way. Kamara has White on him. The pass to the point, knocked down by Terry. He'll race away, gets a free pass. And a timeout called by the Blazers. Chicago's lead is at 4.
Kev, since Vucević has made this twice, we're going to revisit this really quick on the screen. The drop coverage that the Blazers are playing and the challenge because of what Vucević does. So we'll keep an eye on DC. We'll let this play roll. And, you know, we'll get to the point of the screen. We'll get to the point of the drive. We'll freeze it. So Vucević isn't going all the way in here. That's where Donovan is waiting for. That's what drop coverage defends against. We'll let the play go, and Vucević is stopping right there and shooting that shot. So it's almost impossible for DC to effectively stop the drive against a Coby White, as good as he is. Giddey, when he goes in there with his size, you got to be kind of close to him. It's tough for DC to stop that and then get back to Vucević, who's not even rolling to the basket. That's not what drop coverage is made for. So there's a couple things the Blazers can do. If there's a guard on the other side or a wing on the other side for the Blazers, that guy has to dig into the play when Vucević is catching. It's a stunt and it's a get back. You got to be a part of it. The Blazers could decide at some point they want to switch this from time to time to see what happens. Now that might not provide a favorable matchup, but it is a way to just make sure he's accounted for and there's bodies on bodies.
Saw him play a lot of zone last night. I thought we'd see more zone to this point from the Blazers just because they're short-handed. Want to save a little juice in the tank and guys like Toumani Camara, so give you a little more on the offensive end. We'll be watching for that.
Yeah.
3-point shooting in the quarter, 0 of 4. The Blazers down 4. Avdija the other way, give it to Toumani, races in, stops, turns, bodies up. That one won't go. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. They got Julian Phillips out there. He is 6'8", along with Coby White. Coby did not play against Denver. It was the double overtime loss at Utah this year. That's what makes that game remarkable about Monday in Denver. Is the fact that he did not play. Giddey was sensational. Dosumu had 21 in that game, and their bench had 67. Let's take a look at the Pacific Office Automation stats with 4:15 left here in the second. Chicago shooting 50%. The Blazers at 36.7. 3-point shooting. Chicago 8 of 24. The Blazers 6 of 20. Second chance points. A 17-2 advantage for the Blazers.
Energy.
Avdija 1 of 4 from the line. The Blazers 3 of 8 here early. White catch, put it on the deck and go. And is fouled by Love in commission of the shot. So Coby White steps up, a chance at a 3-point play.
Great concentration.
White had a terrific year last year. He played in 74 games. He started 73, played 33 minutes a night and averaged 20 points. Shot 37% from 3 in 8 attempts a game. Chicago's largest lead, up 6, 4:05 to go here in the second. The Blazers playing shorthanded. Please, just joining us. Shaedon Sharpe not playing tonight. Soreness of calf. Driving into the lane. Avdija, the scoop was off. Tipped. Kamara with it. Shifts it over to Avdija. Arcs a 3 up that's short. Kamara the rebound. Out to Love on the reload. No. And Love is driven to the deck by Murray and Kamara. I think that Phillips fallen out of bounds. Blazers over the limit, and Chicago will come the other way. A lot of second chance points scored by the Blazers. Tom Haberstroh and Portland. Here's the good news: they're getting up to a lot of shots. They've got 11 more attempts than the Chicago Bulls do right now.
Yeah, really interesting stat here. The Blazers get up more three-point attempts after an offensive rebound than every team in the NBA except for the Boston Celtics. They rank second most in three-point attempts entering this game. 76 three-point attempts off of offensive rebounds. Definitely a strategy here for the Blazers that when you get a free one, you try to maximize that possession with a three-pointer, and you saw it there. 2 offensive rebounds kicking out to 3-point shots. It's one of the reasons why they have so many second chance points tonight is their ability to hit that 3-point shot off of those offensive rebound guys.
Thank you, Tom. Bulls on a 14-3 run. Up 8. Sissoko a triple. That's short. And the rebound tipped by Kamara into the hands of Sissoko. They rotate it. Avdija goes right at Vucević, extends and lays it in on a spin move.
Good footwork.
Avdija with a dozen. The Blazers shooting 6 of 23, by the way, from 3 here early. Dosumu tees up a triple, and he knocks one down.
Now he worries me, Kev.
Yes.
Think about all the matchups the Blazers have had with him, and he's been a game changer in a lot of those matchups. Offensive foul here on the screen. Sends it back.
Foul on Grant. Jerami's second. Josh Giddey will step back in for Chicago. Yeah, and here's one of the reasons. Dosumu can play point 2.
Yep.
Plays a small forward role. Stands 6'5". Second round pick out of Chicago. Westinghouse High School. Vucević powers up over Deni Avdija, who stands his ground. Grant will bring it the other way on the push. Sizes up Giddey, goes right at him. Slithers in, going lefty. Soaring in for the board was Kamara. Saves it, but Vucević waiting for it. Giddey, whoa, puts that dribble between defenders. Broken up by Sissoko. Grant heaves it ahead, and Kamara's got a chip shot.
Ooh, CD getting physical defensively.
And it worked.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We out.
White loses it right to Avdija, who will throw it ahead. CD will go to get it. High lefty up and in for the Frenchman. Ooh la la. Sissoko getting his first start as a pro in this his 44th appearance as a pro between Portland and San Antonio.
He deserved this pass because he's the one that created the steal the play before. And nice hit ahead pass from Deni to let him get going, and with that left hand finish and then the right leg on the shoulder, that could have been a little dangerous.
Dosumu picks up his 3rd foul. Vazelis out there playing with 3 fouls a moment ago. Blazers trying to close the gap here before half. 2:11 left. Avdija blows right by Herder. Hands off inside. Another one of those beautiful passes on the run. Kamara laid it in.
Yeah, Kev, I said it to you, I believe, when we were in Dallas for that last game of the road trip. Tumani is really one of the better cutters in the NBA. His timing is great, and then his effectiveness around the rim because of his size. He goes up quick and can power up. Chicago, they came back quick.
Yeah.
Did not take long to get that shot off. Coby White.
14 points in 11 minutes. Drop step in deep. Avdija outside Sissoko. Yeah, lined that one up beautifully and knocks down a triple to pull the Blazers here to within 3 with 1:32 left in the second.
Deni playing at his own pace and being a threat made that shot possible for City.
Coby White, Billy Donovan, he's a sly coach. He's an excellent coach. But he would not reveal what the minute restriction on Coby White is going to be tonight. Around 28 minutes, we think.
Well, we're going to find out.
We are.
Look at Deni. He's got Vucević eyeing him down in the paint. We let the play roll. And Deni sees it. He sees the help coming down that direction. He's patient, gets it out there, and the shot is good.
On the inbounds, Giddey to Herter. CD made it tough. Physical presence. He's out to the races. On to Murray. Shifts it, lays it up. Just trying to sneak by White. Giddey ahead to White. Off the dribble, pumps it to Herter. The trailer is Vucević. 41% from 3. The big man can do it. His third hit of the night out there. He's got 17. Bulls by 6. Under a minute remaining in the second. Grant will slow it up and survey.
Wants the 2 for 1.
13 to shoot right now.
To get this shot up closer to the mid-30s.
Brings Vucević outside, then drives it. And angling in to get a foul. He did just that. He steps to the line for 2.
That worked out really well. He was able to slow play it until the very end and attack on his timing, get the foul, allow the Blazers to get back and set their defense so that Chicago can't steal the 2 for 1 back and rush the ball up the floor.
The Rip City Wrap-Up is your ultimate post-game podcast for the Portland Trail Blazers. Join Danny Marang and Joe Simons for hot takes, insider insights after every game. Don't miss Rip City Wrap-Up after the Blazers post-game show. Grant's second free throw is up and in. Grant getting just his second start of the year tonight. 13 points, 17 minutes logged in. Giddey on the screen. Vucević from the post, pump it outside to Giddey. A leaner, no. Ball volleyed, slapped away by Kamara from Vucević, and Tumani's got it to bring it ahead now with 14. Shot clock is off. Avdija takes the ball. 8 seconds. Kamara works over to screen. Herter switches onto Avdija. Crossing kick. Tumani got to catch it, got to shoot it. He does to beat the buzzer, but it fades wide right. And that ends the first half of play. 62-58 count, halfway through. Grant leading the way with 13 for the Blazers. Clingan at 9 boards. Avdija 7 assists and 2 steals tonight. The Bulls led by Vucević, who has 17, and Coby White coming off the bench with 14. Michael Holton is just around the corner with Brooke Olsendam. They'll break it down. The short-handed Blazers tonight, making it tough on Chicago. The Bulls hold a lead of 4. Leading the Blazers here tonight. Great to be back in Portland, Oregon. It's a short stop, but heading out tomorrow to Bay Area to take on the Golden State Warriors, the first of 3 out on the road. But we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Back with Lamar, Kevin Calabro on hand. First half in the books. Blazers within 4. Things are going well. Short-handed, sure, but great efforts by the Blazers.
Effort, playing hard, controlling the controllables, making enough shots, generating enough offense to keep this game competitive.
Let's take a look at a remarkable performance.
Okay, all right.
It's a rewarding experience.
Okay, all right.
It's time for the Fred Meyer's most rewarding performance.
Okay, Kev, I think you got everybody excited.
Okay.
Because this Jan Hansen pass out to JG is a most rewarding performance. Now out to Deni Avdija, the second chance points, the energy after not getting the first attempt to go. The Blazers are staying with it. It's been a theme of their first half that they hope to carry into the second half.
Shot Fred Meyer and save. Fred Meyer fresh for everyone. Tiago Splitter and staff have done a nice job to work around some of the injuries that the Blazers have sustained. most notably Drew Holiday and Shaden Sharp. And obviously, T-Stable. Scoot Henderson is yet to play this year. Pass on the back door comes to Herder. They rotate it outside. Okoro tees up and hits a triple.
That was the element of his game, the shooting, when he first came into the NBA. That teams are hoping, Cleveland, that he can acquire, pick up at a high level. Good shot from Deni right there. Similar deal with Deni, right? Maybe not to the same degree, but the question with those guys isn't how hard they play or how much can they defend. It's what kind of scorer might you actually be able to be at this level?
Getty outside to Okoro, tees up another triple and knocked it down. Okoro shooting on the year 36%. A good adjustment by Chicago. He's had 2 quick looks and wide open. Driving into the lane is Grant. Oh, Clingan just takes matters into his own hands. A 2-hand stuff on the putback.
Yeah, that's nice to see right there. That's how he's got to go up with a lot of those when he gets them down there.
Donovan at 9 boards at half, 5 on the offensive end. Bulls come back and counter. You can expect to see some scoring here in this second half. These are 2 teams that are getting up shots. Blazers had 14 more attempts in the first half. Grant into the lane to the glass, laid it in, powering up with the left hand.
Yeah, he was able to keep the defender on his right side, and that left side of the floor was wide open. Good move from JG.
Vucević will bring it out of backcourt. Quick as a cat, crosses over into the lane, loads up, and Clingan knew what was going on. And denies him an opportunity at throwing something down that would have been just filthy.
This is why I said what I said about him. I really like his game. I did last year when we were in Chicago, and I remember at that time, it seemed like some of the people around their group who cover the team weren't as thrilled about him. And I was thinking, y'all, all right. I don't know if y'all seen the whole package here. A guy his size that's got the game, got the wiggle, can create his own shot, will dunk on you multiple ways, not just off of one leg, 2 feet backwards, all of it.
Just watching him in warm-ups, he's just got bounce to him.
Yeah.
A lot like a high jumper will.
Yes.
Or a vaulter,
yes.
You know, they just have that spring. Here's Clingan into the lane to the glass. He'll lay it up. No, and there's Vucević going in deep to grab a rip. And fouled by Kamara. Tumani reaching in, just his 2nd foul.
Well, remember this about Vucević. When he was preparing to enter the draft out of the G League Ignite, he originally was expected to be a #1 pick, #1 or #2. And so in his mind, he slid.
He went 11th and 24. There's Giddey out on the perimeter. He stepped out of bounds. Blazers get it. Giddey was not much of an offensive factor in terms of his own scoring. He had 2.6 assists at half. Keep an eye there because he averages 22, 9 assists, 10 rebounds. Along the edge, Grant step back 3. Vucević closing on him, but too late. Jerami Grant, nothing but cord, having a night.
Yeah.
18 tonight, 3 of 5 shooting from 3.
Makes a big difference when he's in the lineup.
Okoro, another 3, in and out. Rebound, Sissoko getting his first start of the year. Of his career, as a matter of fact, in 44 career games. Avdija into the lane, the Euro step going right at Herder, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Time now for the McDonald's McDelivery replay. Take a look.
Jerami Grant. Jerami Grant dribbling over to this right side, stepping back behind the line to get 3. 2 was not going to be good enough. He wanted 1 more, and he got it.
Deni Avdija to the stripe, the 6th-year pro. Comes in averaging 25.5, 6.5 boards, nearly 5 assists a game. Knocks down a couple of very important free throws here. Blazers trying to get it rolling here in the opening 3 minutes of the 3rd, trailing by 3.
Kev, you just mentioned Giddey, the fact that he hasn't gotten it going, and here the Blazers are in that zone look. He's had an interesting matchup with Tumani guarding him. Good pass from Giddey there. Go get that DC. Get that DC and JG. Good blocks. But Giddey, he doesn't have like a level of speed that can just get by Tumani easily. He's not stronger than him necessarily. So there's no clear advantage for him to shake free a lot of times. So what is Vucević on right now? Do you have any idea what's the most threes he's taken in a game this season?
He's on a tear right now. He's 4 of 6 from 3. We'll find out. Good question. CD with it in the corner. Out on top it comes to Avdija. He'll kick. Kamara with a 3. Catch and shoot number that's way off, but it's grabbed by Sissoko. No reset. Got to get it up, Blazers. 2 to shoot. Grant is aware. That catches iron, but the rebound's grabbed by Okoro, and he throws out of there to Giddey.
This is where Giddey's dangerous.
Shifty pulls up for 3 and got it. And remember, he only had 5 attempts at the goal in the first half. He shoots 35% from 3.
When he has numbers like that on the delayed break, his mind process is really fast.
Oh, Grant upended. That's smarts. He is fouled. Tom Haberstroh reports that Vucevic's career high for 3 attempts. 13. He averages close to 5 attempts a game, does Vucević this year, shooting 41%. The Bulls, that's a factor here early. 15 of 32 from 3, Chicago. Blazers 8 of 28. On the bounce, Kamara. Grant negotiates to the baseline. And this is going to go against the Blazers.
Yeah, his elbow hit around Giddey's face.
Second foul on Jerami Grant.
His left elbow.
Second personal.
Giddey bouncing over to Vucević. Turnaround hopper. Tipped out of bounds by Okoro. Drew Holiday not playing tonight. Blazers looking for ball handlers. Blake Wesley, of course, is injured. Avdija carrying some of that load. Grant occasionally. It was Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe not playing tonight. Grant sizes up. Vucević drills it right over him. Big JG Knight, 20 points. Back comes Okoro, who's been the focus of the offense here in the opening 5 minutes of this third. He scores, plays through the contact, and he heads to the line.
I'm going to say something to you that I've said probably about 4 times so far this season.
Yeah.
Look out on the floor. No traditional point guard for the Blazers that last play. Defensive rotation is a situation where point guards know they got to be back. That time JG took the shot. Nobody got the rotation. Caleb Love checking it. 7:24 remaining in the third quarter. Blazers down by 9. Here is a reason why that last pull-up from Jerami Grant. We're going to see Tumani over here, Deni over here, City right here. One of those 3 got to get back as we let this play roll and the shot goes up. Most likely Tumani or Deni, they're the 2 highest up, but neither one of them decide to get back. And Jerami, who took the shot, is the first one to get back there, but he's not expected to be the one to get back there after taking that shot. So that's where that defensive rotation, when there's not a point guard on the floor, sometimes can get lost really easily. And somebody maybe has to shout it from the bench, or somebody on the floor who recognizes it. Like, for instance, when City went down the baseline, before he went, 2, get back, 2, get back. And that's all it takes right there. So they got to communicate that, but now they got Caleb Love in, and he will assume those point guard duties.
Love swings here to Murray. Backing down on Giddey. Kamara will take it. Time winding down to the clock. Get up a shot. They didn't in time. Empty possession coming out of the timeout for the Blazers. I thought Love passed up a shot at the top early in the set. He is, of course, a scorer. Came out of college as a scorer. Scored 1,000 or better at 2 stops, North Carolina and Arizona. Shoot it, baby. And he shot it so well last night, Lamar.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kev, but that was his first run up and down the floor. And, you know, it's one of those situations where you're trying to get a little bit of some game time. But now, after that second trip, now he's ready to unload.
Blazers have attempted 71 shots.
Good job, Chris.
Murray in the passing lane, ran it down. Lead pass. Herder comes the other way. Vucević will take it. Bulls up 9. Skip it. Josh Giddey, the crossover, goes at Clingan into the body. Stout defense. Clingan stops him, comes away with a board. He straight arms Giddey out of the way and sends it to Avdija. Up the floor, he rams into 2 defenders. A lot of contact. Thiago Splitter comes off the bench, and he's going to get teed up. Splitter throws a hand in the air, jabs in the air. Couldn't believe there was no whistle there.
I feel like there was no whistle there because there wasn't a whistle on the other end when Donovan waved the defender. He discarded him with the left arm, and the whole Bulls bench was up wondering what's going on. So it felt like a situation where the refs were letting both sides kind of play on through whistles that could have been made. But don't.
I thought in real time that was just force meeting force. I mean, Avdija coming into the body of Vucević, that's a play on.
Oh, so you don't even think he got fouled on the shot?
No.
Even okay.
No more than usual when he goes into them.
Yeah.
Here's Coby White up the floor. He and Giddey can be dynamite. White under a minute's restriction, skips it here to Okora, out on top to Giddey, looks in deep. Vucević on the weak side, he works the baseline. There he comes open and packs it with 2 hands. He's just sneaking on the backside.
Yeah, that's the timing of Giddey. He looked over at Vucević early, and Deni started to go over there. Deni was in the paint and started to go back that way, but when the ball was on the floor, as Caleb Love makes a nice drive, Giddey found Vucević cutting down the baseline. So let's see the Blazers defend against it again.
Bulls up 10, 5:22 to go third quarter. Vucević methodically sweeps him with a left-hand hook.
He can go right hand or left hand with that hook. He is dangerous down there when he gets locked in to go along with the three-point shooting.
20-49. Look at the shooting, 10 of 15. In the threes, as you mentioned, he's hit 4 of those. Kamara. Love, catch, shoot. That's it. Don't waste any time. Get up shots. Ball flicked into the air. Clingan. Blazers controlling that offensive window, but they got to get more seconds. That one rolls off from Murray. Blazers woefully shooting the 3 tonight. 8 of 31. Love picks it away. Tried to pack. Self-check at the rim. Back comes Giddey. Giddey will hold. Looks around. Has a wide open 3 and drilled it. And so a 5-point swing right there, giving the Chicago Bulls a lead here of 15.
Yeah,
that's
not a situation where Caleb Love can't get up high enough to complete that play. Oh, DC.
Boy, he did.
Woo, vertically, too. Yeah, he's had a couple dunks down there now where his teammates probably thinking, can we get this DC all the time? This upset DC that's just dunking everything.
Okora wide open again. That's the 3rd 3 that he has hit from that corner here in the quarter. Ike Okoro. 11 points for Okoro, 3 of 6 from 3. Love the other way.
Attack.
He comes a Euro attack, and he is fouled by Giddey, who knew it, and he reached in.
Yeah. Yeah, Deni right over the top. You know, you got to help on Deni's drive. That's why Vucević is over there. And Donovan's rolling all the way to the rim. And on Caleb with that situation, he just didn't get a good plant on that leg when he went up, but he can definitely get high enough to throw it down. Good to see him get a chance to get his 2 back at the line.
Hey, Brooke, what you got on DC tonight?
Well, guys, about a couple weeks ago, I was talking with Thiago Splitter. I asked him just how valuable DC is to this team. He took a second. He said he's actually invaluable to this team. From last year to this, he's lost some weight. He's in great shape. He's shooting the ball better. And the threes, in practice, you can see he's shooting the 3 well. He's shooting free throws well, getting more confidence finishing around the rim. So he's improving a lot. And not to mention that 3 he had earlier looked good. So Thiago has a lot of confidence in Donovan Clingan down low on both ends of the floor.
Thank you, Brooks. 72 total offensive rebounds, leading the NBA. Donovan Clingan. 13 points and 12 boards tonight for Donovan. Isaac Okoro is the source of the bulk of the offense for Chicago here in the quarter. In deep, Patrick Williams with a pump fake. fouled and heads to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Jan Hansen steps in for the Blazers. Foul on Hansen is his first. Friends, learn about your community in a way that's both authentic and relevant. Join Wesley Ogle weekdays on KUMP from 7 until 9 a.m. for ARC PDX. Don't miss the conversation. You could be a part of it. Williams free throw rolling off. Avdija joined by Hansen. Stands 7-2. Summons Love over to get it. Crosses over. Strolls in on the baseline to Toumani Camara. Zigzag dribble. Step through. Finger roll up and in with the right hand.
That is so good from Toumani. I don't know if we can find him doing that more than a handful of times. Like, to not only get in there, but to provide some counters and not just throw something up, but really whirl his way into a finger roll right over the top.
Williams on the shot attempt. Jan Hansen the rebound in transition. Camara, nope. Toumani 2 of 7 from 3. Williams to Dalen Terry.
Good box out.
Yeah, he did a great job on Jalen Smith. Up the floor, Hansen, one dribble. That gave Terry enough time to sprint down. Good hustle play by Terry to spike it away, and White comes the other way. Centers to Smith for 3. Avdija the rebound. Keeps Terry on his hip. Drives it into the lane. And is knocked down by Jalen Smith and fouled.
Jalen Smith was late to get it to Deni because Hansen was down there and Smith was attached to Hansen. Then he tried to impact the play. Gets a good hit on Deni. Ooh.
Chicago calls time, leading at 93-79 with 2:20.
He doesn't need to look at the target where he's throwing it. Hansen off the offensive rebound. He knows JG is back there. Makes a solid move. Slows up with the footwork to get a shot up. And Caleb, I owe you one later. I just need you to make the fake right now. I'll get you back later. Right now, the assist is going to JG.
For every Blazer assist this season, Moda Health and the Trailblazers donate $20 to build a new all-abilities playground at a deserving Oregon community. For more information, visit trailblazers.com.
One shot.
Hansen playing 13 minutes last night against Phoenix. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Had a block. Still looking for that first 3 of his career. Tonight he has attempted 1 in 6 minutes of work. Chicago with a 13-point lead. 2:13 left. Third quarter. Patrick Williams can't play through Avdija. He gets a block. Then he high stepping the other way. Ooh. Over the shoulder. And it was Grant cruising in deep. Pass overthrown.
Those are the ones you got to connect on. Because the thing is, as wild as it seems, because it's like, okay, well, what just happened there? The ball just went out of bounds. JG was, like the cut was available.
Was right,
you just got to make the pass.
It's a good idea. He just threw too far in front of him.
Offensive foul. Chicago number 11, Iowa his 4th personal.
Murray getting up slowly.
Don't remember seeing that before. Chris hitting the floor and it taking him a while to get up. He doesn't fake pain down there, so he's definitely feeling that one.
Dosunmu making the contact, drawing the foul. 1:52 left here, third quarter.
See, Chris is so trustworthy like that, where you just know he's actually hurt. How long would you have laid down there if you took that hit?
Man, like for a month.
A month? What do you mean?
I'd be in a coma. Are you kidding? I'd be in a coma somewhere.
So we won't even know. Is he even really hurt or not?
They're calling me
we won't even know.
They're calling me the all Kleenex team. Murray goes to the deck again, wrestling with it. White comes away with it. Swings it ahead to Terry. Out on top, Williams a 3. Short. Bulls all over it, trying to return it to sender. But it's tipped and controlled by Murray in the scramble.
Well, that low post pass to Hansen, that's what the Blazers want. They want to allow this young man to develop and get real reps. against real NBA defense, and it's going to be challenging at times.
Sumo, a terrific stop on Caleb Love. Love throwing the kitchen sink at him that time. White the other way. Bouncing outside to Terry. Crosses. Scoop pass to Williams, who's airborne. It's ripped. And last touch by the Blazers, they say, on Hansen.
That was a great job by the help defense from the Blazers, because Hansen got blown by. It was one move and then go, direct line along that baseline. And that's really hard to defend against as a team. But his teammates really had his back on that. And that is another aspect of his game that will just have to get better in due time as he gets quicker and understands NBA offenses and skill sets more.
White way outside. Nothing but cord from Coby White. White playing against Utah. Did not play against Denver in their big win. Played 30 minutes in that. Lost in double overtime to Utah. Had 27 in that one. Impact player Coby White. Javante Cook trying to make an impact. 6'6", 26-year-old pro out of Winston-Salem. Went to Mars Hill University before that. On the inbounds, Caleb Love. Back to Cook. He'll raise and dunk. Javante with his second NBA bucket.
Good stuff. Caleb had 2. Got it right back to him.
White the other way. Lean in triple. Good. Murray short hops that one into the grasp of Grant. 5-second differential between the clocks. 17 to shoot. Blazers trailing 96-82 to Chicago. Bulls come in at 7-6 on the year, 2-5 on the road. But a big win on Monday at Denver. Denver's first home loss, only home loss of the year. Love outside, just didn't catch iron. Cook the recovery, goes into the air and has it blocked by Smith. We've got a jump ball.
Caleb comes off with his 2 defenders go with him. And Javante gets an easy dunk. A lot of times on that play, the guy guarding the inbounder, he'll take the corner, and then that other defender that was chasing is supposed to go take the inbounder, but there was a mix-up from the Bulls defense.
Getting Jan Hansen situated around the circle with Terry. Tip one by Chicago. Williams fires it out of backcourt to White. Coby into the lane, eases into one. Blazers making it bounce, and that will end the third. So the Bulls exert themselves on the Blazers in the third. Nikola Vucević leading the way with 24 for the Bulls. Grant with Vucević, beg your pardon. And Jerami Grant with 20. It's the Bulls 98 and the Blazers 82 after 3 here.
I'm Haberstroh here, and if the Blazers are going to get back into this game, they need some Taco Bell takes. Deni Avdija with tonight's Taco Bell take is Deni Avdija's drives. You know, if he's trying to get some food, guys, he's not going inside and picking it up and sitting down. He's going through drive-through. Because this guy is leading the NBA, second in the NBA in drives per game at 17.9. And in this one tonight, he's getting a lot of drives through the paint. And I got a feeling if he's hungry late at night, he's going through drive-through. What do you guys think?
No, he's more disciplined than that, Tom. You and I, Lamar, well, Lamar wouldn't. Greg Fonseca, our producer, they'd be all over that drive-in. It'd be a walk-in is what it would be. They'd be standing there right in front of the drive-through, just walking in, holding up traffic.
At the line, 2 shots.
JG heads to the line. Lamar more disciplined than that.
I'm going cheesy gordita crunch.
Marv walk up there and said, "Would you happen to have any fruit cups, please?" I'd like a fruit cup with some water to go. What? No fruit? How about some celery sticks and carrots?
Hey, come on, man! You're giving away my airplane diet.
I know it well.
Well, you're right there.
I'm right there with you, man. That rabbit diet's not bad.
Hey,
longevity. 98-84 count. Chicago. Coby White Pump fake for 3. Brought down into the hands of Grant. Outlet pass gets away. Terry comes away with it. Cross court. Carter 3. Chicago has been blistering from 3. How about 19 of 42, 45% for the Bulls from 3. There's a behind the back dribble off the heel. And it's a 3-on-1 breakout. And Terry scores. So the Bulls just like that, a 5-0 clip real quick on a couple of Blazer turnovers. It's 103-84. Fourth quarter here in Portland. Thiago, go to work. But first, turn the lights on. Bulls lead the Blazers here tonight. Just underway, the fourth quarter of play. Time for the Trailblazer defensive play of the night, presented by Axiom Eco Pest Control.
City getting that steal. Leading to the hit-ahead pass to Tamani for an easy dunk. Physical defense from City.
Axiom Eco Pest Control stomps out pests and protects your house. City getting some run tonight. His first start in his 44th game as a pro between San Antonio and Portland. Third-year vet out of France, driving into the lane. Deni Avdija between defenders. Avdija to shoot 2. Avdija tonight, 17 points, 9 assists, 8 boards, 6 of 12 from the field.
And that's a good move, something he's going to need to do more of. Otherwise, guys are going to start sitting on his right side all the time. That time, instead of spinning back to the right calf, he stepped through to the left. And he doesn't do that often, but he definitely needs to mix that into his game as better defenders start to guard him.
Avdija having a remarkable year. Last year, he had career highs across the board. 16.9 points per game, 7 boards, 3.9 assists.
Yeah, and with more little tweaks like that right there, those numbers should continue at that pace and hopefully increase a little bit.
Yeah, what a jump. Averaging 25.5 this year. White changes course in deep, stymied. Finds Terry. Quick slam on the brakes. White relocates for 3.
That's a good pass.
They're calling that a 2-pointer, and he knocked it down.
Terry used the left hand, it looked like, on that pass, too.
White has gone 21 minutes, has 22 points. Grant swerves in. They rotate it outside to Avdija. Arcs a 3. Rebound tipped. Grant had it, went up, slapped away from behind by Jalen Smith, and a foul on Jalen. Take a look at our Pacific Office Automation stats tonight. Chicago shooting 52%. The Blazers 37% here at home. 25 8-second chance advantage Blazers. 14 turns for Portland, 13 for Chicago. In addition, the Bulls from 3 tonight are 19 of 42, 45%. Okoro 3 for 6. Okoro scored all 11 of his points in the third quarter, with the Bulls outscored the Blazers 36-24. It's the way the year has gone for Chicago. I mean, they've got terrific individual performances from each one of these guys. Dosumo will bring the ball up, and they are a deep squad. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, their bench leads the league in scoring and bench scoring at 48 per contest.
They just won at Denver.
Yeah.
That alone will get an opponent's attention. And without
Coby White, yeah. And Carter had a big game in that when he had 15 against Denver, and he was 5 of 10 from 3. Billy Donovan's done a real nice job to get his ball club out of the shoot quickly. I mean, they came out, they burst out on a 5-0 start. 2-6 in their last 8. But those 2 wins against Philly and then at Denver, as Lamar said, a 3-point win, 130-127. Giddey at 21, 14 assists in that one. Dosumu at 21. So it's every night it's some different individual that shines. And you could bet that's what I think the Blazers would be doing if they had a healthy ball club.
Correct. Which is healthier, Cap.
Yeah.
Not even asking for everybody. And that's why I think it's important throughout these next couple games, if guys still aren't in the lineup, as Jerami knocks out another catch high, keep it high three, they just got to stay together. There's a bunch of teams in the West that's going through stuff right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like other teams are just running away from the Blazers. They will have an opportunity to right the ship as certain guys come back and then make this place at Moda Center a really tough place for opponents to come in and play, which we saw early in the season, earlier, could drive Deni, when they were more whole and playing that brand of basketball that they introduced this season.
Yeah, this first 20 games, we knew it was going to be tough. 11 road, 3 of the games in the first 20 against the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder, and they've beaten them once already, and have beaten Denver.
OKC's only loss.
Deni Avdija pumps in a triple, so Deni a drive, now a 3. Hey, still a little meat left on that bone. 109-96 count, Chicago. Blazers on an 8-0 run with 8:15 left in this.
Have a look at our big screen. We'll have a look at our Moda assist to the game together.
And Sissoko steals it away. Grant's got it. Throws it ahead to Kamara. Kamara with the dunk.
There it is. Just one of the 20 assists the Trailblazers have handed out so far tonight. Means an additional $400 donated to the Trailblazers Foundation, courtesy of the Moda Assist. Don't forget, tune in to the Rip City TV network this Friday, November 21st. Kevin Calabro and Lamar Hurd will be calling all the action as your Trailblazers tip off a 3-game road trip in California against the Golden State Warriors. 7 o'clock tip. Can't catch the game on TV? Listen to the play-by-play at Rip City Radio 620 and the Blazers Audio Network. It's the start of a 3-game road trip this Friday night, the 21st. Trailblazers against the Warriors live at 7. Check it out on the Rip City TV network.
Listen, I say, if you're ready to party and make some noise.
Portland on an 8-0 run. 8:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Chicago leading by a count of 109-96. After the timeout, Kamara comes onto the floor with Grant and Clingan, Avdija and Murray. Chicago will counter with Herter, Mazelis, Giddey, Dosumu, and Vucević. So here we go, critical first couple of minutes for the Blazers. Kamara picks up full court on Giddey. Giddey racing across midcourt. Murray on him now. Murray over the top of that screen. Runs off Herter. Rotated outside. 7 to shoot. Giddey with Kamara closing out. Rebound to Clingan. Tapped out of bounds by Giddey. Blazer basketball. Avdija off the high screen, sees 2, pitches cross court to Murray, centering to Grant, sweeps it right to left, takes Mazelis inside and beat him with a scoop. 10-0 Blazer run, here they come. Down 9, 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Giddey off the screen. Kamara avoids fouling. Vucević trailing for 3, no. Rebound to Avdija. 10-0 run in progress. Blazers bring it up the floor with Avdija handling. Giddey switches off. On to Kamara. Step back. Thought about 3. Gives to Avdija. He'll take the 3. Sails it up. No. Clingan keeps it alive. 2 volleys. Third. Grabbed it in deep. Turns. And is fouled and tied up by Vucević.
Donovan's playing with some real force tonight. Not only the dunks, but even that kind of rebound. And then what he did after the rebound. A dribble, it's like a rhythm dribble in the paint. That's just to get strong. That's just to gain your balance because you got plans to go up. And he's not taking little pity-pat dribbles in order to try to dribble out of there or pass out. He's trying to score the ball.
Donovan a 94%er at the line. Billy Donovan calls time. With 7:06 to go in the ballgame, the Blazers on a 10-0 run have scrambled right back into this baby. Donovan Clingan mic'd up tonight. What's he got to say?
Here we go. We got a shooter here. Hey, high post. High post. I got here, JG. Keep going, Deni. Do you want to be up all night? Take it. Free workout. What size shoe you wear? 18.
What size shoe you wearing? So good. 18.
Yeah.
Not bad. Then singing the theme song from White Lotus.
Yeah.
Blazers down 11. He'll get a chance at the line here. He missed the first, hit the second. Clingan tonight with 8 offensive rebounds. Murray has 3. Kamara's corralled 3, and Jerami Grant with 3. 27-10 second chance advantage for the Blazers. The difference has been Chicago's three-point prowess. The Bulls 19 of 44, 43% from 3. The Blazers 10 of 37, 27%. Clingan hits the free throw. Blazers on an 11-0 run to pull here to within 10. Dosunmu will bring it across midcourt cautiously, being watched by Grant. Jerami right with him. Vucević, pressure release, will take it. 11 to shoot. Giddy, 2-man play, gets Kamara on his hip. Out to Vucević. Tentatively, loose handle, crossing over. In he comes with a lefty. Rebound to Clingan. Blazers on the attack. Avdija clears midcourt. Portland gets another stop. Avdija works, draws 2, gives to Grant, steps into a 3, guides it up. No, Clingan keeps it alive. Ball volley. Clingan picks it out of midair. Finds Murray for the 2-hand jam.
Good pass, DC. Get up, Chris. That's an offensive rebound the Blazers had to come away with, because if not, the Bulls had somebody streaking on the other end.
And Dosunmu comes the other way, and he breaks that run that the Blazers had to pull here to within 10. Avdija goes to work in deep, steps through, and is dislodged and chopped out of bounds. With that last bucket, the McDonald's 100 play is on. Score a free sausage McMuffin with egg with any $2 purchase tomorrow morning at your local McDonald's. Only redeemable on the McDonald's app.
Deni had a shot there. He was trying to get closer, though, to the rim, so get into that restricted area. But he had a shot right outside of it. At this point in the game, he might have to take that if that opens up. That might be, one of the best looks he's going to get.
Grant operating, draws 2, in he comes, tumbles to the floor, but not before he finds Murray. Murray drives it, and a blocking foul called on Okoro.
Yes, and it looks like the right call. Good move from Chris. Here goes Donovan. He's got to come away with this basketball, because if not, there's a Chicago Bull player, it was Vucević, who had already started going down the floor. He would have had an open dunk. So it's a great job from DC, and Chris gives him his props.
Oh, these free throws adding up. Murray missing there. Blazers 17 of 26 from the line, 65%. Murray drills the second.
Do we have a hater amongst us?
111 of 102. He was going to hate Lamar.
Yeah, I didn't know they was this close, though.
You didn't know they were in the neighborhood.
I didn't know that.
Okoro up top here to Vucević. Hands off to Coby White. Drives it inside. Blocked by Clingan. Ball ripped away. Vucević diving for it. Keeps it in play. Dosunmu. Herder the 3. That is off. Rebound to Clingan. Donovan having a big night on the glass. He's got 19 boards. Avdija the other way. Blazers down 9. Deni over to Grant for 3. Yes, sir! Jerami Grant with a triple. 32 for Grant. 5 of 9 shooting from 3. 12 here in the quarter. The Blazers within 6 points. 5:02 remaining. 17-2 Blazer run. Vucević outside at 3, trying to quiet the uprising. That one lands with a thud. Avdija grabs the board, wheels it across midcourt, high stepping. Draws Coby White. They widen the floor. He goes to work, spinning inside, powers up and scores. Deni Avdija on the whirl move. Blazers within 4, 111-107. 4:38 remaining in the ball game. What a turnaround.
Deni used the elbows on that play, but he did it legally. He didn't do it to discard the opponent, just to create a little space.
White the other way, draws a bump in commission of the shot. So Coby White stops the clock, a chance to score with the Bulls leading by 4.
Here's Deni's pass to Jerami. Big 3 over in that corner. And then Deni's getting back to that right side and uses that left elbow just to bump enough without committing the offensive foul.
What a spirited comeback from the Blazers. White at the line. Free throw up and in. Trailblazers next home game Wednesday, November 26th. They take on the San Antonio Spurs. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Blazers and the NBA. White missed the second. Avdija clears the board. Chicago a lead of 5. Avdija jump pass over here to Kamara. Just did snare it. Raises over White. Rebound. Murray tucks it right back up and in.
Walk him down.
112-109. 4:07 remaining in the ball game. 32 second chance points for the Blazers. Vucević backs down, turns, ball stripped, grabbed by Murray. He'll push it up the floor. He's got Giddey. Goes right at him. Got tangled up in the air. Giddey with a nice play. Rips it away. Vucević will field it. Fires it outside to Okoro. Centers here to Giddey. Off to Dosumu for 3. And he's fouled in commission of the shot by Deni Avdija on the closeout.
Oh, man. Now, letter of the law, that should have been a foul, because if we get a chance to look at that again, you'll see Giddey's left arm make contact with Chris's left arm before Giddey got to the basketball. Up top at the point of the ball, Giddey was clean, but he did get Chris's arm. But it's still great hustle from Giddey, and if the Bulls can pull this game out, I think they'll call this a play of the game. Watch his left arm hit Chris's left arm first, right there, bam.
Yeah.
And then gets the ball, and so it's really close. It's really close. But that was a big stop from Giddey. And gives Dosumu a chance to make 2 out of these 3.
Bulls a lead of 5. 3:46 remaining here in the 4th. Avdija up the floor. Okoro and Vucević up top showing. Clingan to try to spring him. Deni will turn, pivot, find Grant. Working it on Giddey. Off the contact, he'll fade. Giddey the rebound. He'll survey. Swivels the head. Angles over here. Backing in. Sets up Vucević, and he threw it to Sean Wright and out of bounds. It'll be Blazer basketball.
So Vucević hasn't been as effective the last few possessions as he was early in the game. And it's not because the Blazers are guarding him a lot differently. They're still playing drop coverage at times. He's getting those shots that he was getting. He's just not making them the same way.
Avdija going to work. Blazers trail 109-89. Here's Grant outside to Deni. He'll turn, fire the 3, rimming, rebound. Tipped by Murray, grabbed by Clingan off the floor, rips it away from Giddey, bounces to Murray, and he packs it with 2 hands. And the Blazers have pulled now to within one single possession. 114-111, 2:56 remaining in the game. Oh, what a spirited comeback from the Blazers. Into the paint, Dosumu, Proles, gives to Giddey. Bulls tentative on the offensive end. Giddey turns, outside to the cutter. Okoro steps by Clingan and had to send up a tough shot to score.
Yeah, he did that through some contact too. both teams' last buckets, Chris and then Okoro, there was some contact down there, and the referees are having them play on.
Grant, in he comes, high bank, no. Rebound gets away from Clingan, sailed over his head. Dosumu, high stepping across midcourt, centers to Giddey. Dosumu flares out on the wing, launches, a three, comes off long, and into the hands of Murray. With it is obvious, short hops it, drives it inside, stalls, and lays it up and in. 116-113. 2 minutes remaining in this game. What a wild fourth quarter. Avdija with 28 for the game, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. White on the high screen. In deep, Clingan defends from behind. Kamara chops it away. He's got the pick. Blazers have a chance to tie this game. Avdija the other way, a three. Into the hands of Kamara. 1:42 left, fourth quarter. 12 to shoot. Avdija sizes up White, bangs, bumps, high bank, no. Clingan sails in, keeps the rebound alive, into the hands of Grant. Down three, reset of the shot clock, 11 to shoot. Here's Avdija for the tie. Got it! Deni Avdija ties the game, 116, 121 left. After the Bulls led 109-89. Across midcourt, Giddey on the high screen, barrels into the lane. Over to Vucević, push shot is off, rebound at Clingan. Now a chance to take the lead. 1:04 left in this game. After 12 seconds to shoot. Avdija with it, checked by Okoro. They widen the floor, Deni steps right, moves left, in he comes, sets up Clingan beneath the rim, reverses and scores! Andy is fouled, he heads to the line with the Blazers in the lead. An incredible comeback here in the fourth quarter for the Blazers. A 30-7 run.
Because they're ending the game with the same spirit they started the game with. They came out playing hard together. They were tough. They were first to the basketball. So now the basketball players are working together with their energy. And how about Deni Avdija, who was just in a situation at Dallas in the regulation, decided in a tie game to shoot a shot that he regretted shooting. This time saying, we got another tie game, I'm going to the bucket. He does that, he draws the help, and he gets Donovan a chance for the and one bucket. That's growth.
And that was after he tied the game with a three.
Yeah.
Avdija 31 tonight, 11 boards and 11 assists.
Well, Chris is going through it in this game. He is fighting out there. And here he is, keeping that ball alive. DC dropping dimes from the floor. From the floor to Chris again. Donovan enjoying it, loving every moment of it. Remember his grandma last year coming to the game saying, you know what, if he wasn't a player, he could be a cheerleader. As much as he celebrates all these plays, as the way he'll celebrate Tumani coming down to get that block and those two working together. And there goes Deni stopping. It looks like he's going to do the normal 1-2 into the layup. And this play right here was interesting because it started with Deni driving the basketball. He thought he got fouled. He didn't get the call, and he just wandered out to the three-point line and got the three right before that play right there to assist to Donovan.
30-7 run over a period of 8 minutes and 18 seconds to take a lead at 2. And Clingan to the line, trying to add on. 47 and 3/10 seconds remaining. Stunning development in Portland tonight. Each team with a couple of timeouts remaining. Chicago over the limit. Blazers 2 team fouls. Clingan gives the Blazers a lead here. 119-116. 47 and 3/10 seconds remaining. Giddey checked by Grant.
They need a 2-for-1. Chicago's going to have to go quick.
Coby White, big watch by Kamara. Okoro screens. Vucević outside to White. Summons Vucević to screen. Avdija steps up on White. Sweeps it, drives it, 4 to shoot. Fires, and in the act of shooting, fouled by Deni Avdija. The Blazers do have a challenge remaining.
So the good thing about all that is Chicago wasted way too much time. They needed to give themselves 2 more possessions to end this game. And Coach Splitter's going to challenge this call, which would make this even worse for Chicago, wasting all the time that they just did if this challenge goes against the Bulls.
It is the Sprite Coach's Challenge.
Now, credit the Blazers defense for part of why Chicago took so long to try to get a shot up. The Blazers were playing tough, sound defense. They were keeping the Bulls in front, and Chicago never felt comfortable enough to go quicker.
That's a lot of length on Coby White.
Yes, it is.
6'9" Avdija.
Yes, it is. Now, if the Blazers do win this, it seems like the ball was loose at the time of the whistle. It does bounce to Jerami Grant down there. And so I don't know if imminent possession might come into play. It depends on when that whistle was blown too, which we can't hear as we're looking at the replay.
How much contact do you see there?
I could see this. I could see them upholding it only because you see Deni's left arm push forward. Like, it doesn't stay in that bent position. It does extend a little bit. Now, if you ask me, is that enough to call a foul? I think they could play through that, but I don't know if that's enough to overturn. Like, if I was Chicago and they overturn this after seeing this slow-mo of Deni's left arm extending out, even ever so slightly, I'd be upset about that. So, Kev, let's remember now, the Blazers have been in this situation at least 2 times now. 3-point lead at the end of a game. And we've seen them play the foul game all the way throughout. So even if the Bulls keep this, they get the 2 free throws, the Blazers are up 1. Chicago likely will need to foul or try to force some turnover rather than letting the Blazers run the clock all the way down. Because at that point, they're playing all or nothing ball. Because if the Blazers shoot with only a little bit left on the clock and Chicago doesn't get the rebound, game's over.
Blazers are number 2 in the league in games decided by 5 points or less. And they have played in 7 of those situations. They are 3-4. The Bulls, 6 games in games decided by 5 or less, and they are 4-2.
The call is going to be overturned. The contact is deemed to be marginal. There will be a jump ball center circle, any 2, 26.7 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock.
Woo! Hey, I'm not mad at it. It's going back to the Blazers. But I can tell you something. If them roles was reversed, and that was Deni making that same move, and Coby White issuing that contact, marginal or not, Deni would be pretty upset right now. He'd have a lot to say. It'd be a lot of upset folks right now.
All right, so jump ball now with 26 and 7, 10 seconds remaining. And the Blazers lead by 3. A 30-7 run to scramble into this baby and take the lead. Here's the tip. It's controlled by White, and he threw it away. Anticipating Giddy, streaking to the rim. Instead, he throws it to Kamara. Avdija out of backcourt, Chicago. Giddy trying to foul. Now White reaches in, he tries to foul, and finally they stop the clock with 16 and 2/10 seconds remaining. Wow.
Wow is right. Ooh.
Oh, Giddy just slips to the rim, though, and the lob. And White's anticipating throwing the lob.
Yeah.
He's got 2 points. Avdija hits to the line. Deni tosses up and in. What a turnaround here tonight. This has been something to witness. Boy, have the Blazers needed this. All right, we're not done yet, though. 4-point Blazer lead. Avdija getting the second shot. 32, 11, and 11 for Deni tonight.
Well, and now for the Blazers, when they go down on defense, they can just guard the 3-point line. They don't want to give up a super fast 2-point bucket, but they'd rather give up the 2 than allow 4-3.
And the Blazers have a foul to give.
Yes.
Avdija at the line. Rotation on that one. Ball volleyed by Kamara, using up precious time. Vucević races after it. Vucević out ahead to White. A pull-up three. Got it! Coby White knocks down the triple. 120-119. 8 and 6, 10 seconds remaining. And the Blazers call time with the ability now to advance the ball and use the full length of the floor.
Yeah, they missed the opportunity to give the foul, but that play's done. They have to move on. So here they are in that same situation that they've been in 2 or 3 games so far this season. End of the game, they're up 1. They expect to get fouled. They want to get it in the hands of one of their good free throw shooters, make the 2 free throws, and then from there, they will likely play the foul game.
Now, part of this big reason for this comeback the Blazers have enjoyed is the offensive rebounding of Donovan Clingan and the gritty play in the paint.
Yeah, he's been forceful, Kevin. There's been a couple of dunks that when he went up with, it got my attention because it looked a little different. The intent was different. The execution of it was different. He wasn't looking to rebound to be passive. He was looking to rebound to then serve as a dominant force down there. And it's been nice along with the other things he's done with the passing and the typical defense and rim deterrence that he provides on a nightly basis.
Well, Coby White coming down and jacking a 3 and knocking it down. And the Blazers now with 8 and 6, 10 seconds remaining. Calling the timeout. No timeouts remaining. A lead here of 1. Kamara to bring the ball inbounds here to Grant. And immediately tied up by Okoro. So Chicago playing the foul game, sending Grant to the line.
This thing is still interesting with Chicago having 2 timeouts remaining. There's 2 chances to advance.
Well, even more interesting now, this free throw. Grant to tee up the second free throw. Portland a lead here of 1. Crowd grows quiet in Portland. Got it. Billy Donovan will use one of those 2 timeouts you just mentioned, Lamar. And so here comes Chicago with a chance to win this thing outright on the road.
Yep, and so for the Blazers defensively, it's no longer about the foul game. They got to play this straight up and play sound defense. And for Coach Blitter, this is where he wants to have his best defenders out there, and also a group that's versatile enough where they can switch things. The last thing you want in a situation here is you get hung up on something, there's a miscommunication, rather than having the ability to just jump out on something and take it and not feel like you're at a disadvantage. If there is a late switch or a switch maybe you didn't prefer to have, but once it happens, because of the personnel out there, you feel okay with it. So we'll see what he goes with here, because when Donovan's been in the game, he of course has been clogging up a lot of stuff in the middle, but he's not necessarily somebody that they want switching out onto a lot of stuff out on the perimeter.
Right.
If Chicago designs that up. And so that's why you see the group that Coach went with, 5 guys that can switch across the board. That's the safest way to guard this, especially a 3. A 3 will beat you. A 2, you still have a chance, whether it's time on this clock or it's overtime. And so they don't want to put their center out there and have him get lost or something break down, and it gives the Bulls an open 3.
Chicago tonight, 20 of 48, 42%. Vucević 4 of 8, Okoro's 3 of 6. You know what Coby White can do? He is 5 of 9 tonight from triple land. Giddey to bring it in bounds. Gives to Vucević, and immediately is fouled by Avdija. So that was the foul to give with 7 and 2/10 seconds remaining. Chicago with a timeout remaining to bring it in bounds.
Yeah, and so since
and
the
now
Blazers,
they'll use their timeout.
Correct, because the Blazers got a chance to see what they were trying to cook up.
Well, now Chicago personnel. You know you're going to have White on the floor. Giddey's going to bring the ball inbounds in all likelihood. Vucević, the way he shoots the three at 41% on the year, he's definitely going to be in there.
I mean, since all they need is 2, I wouldn't be shocked to see them draw a play where they clear out the middle and let Vucević get a direct post up and try to get a hook shot. That might be their safest bet, but they got some playmakers. They got Coby White.
So playing for the tie rather than the win here with 7-2.
I mean, I don't know what their philosophy normally is, but
you look
if they're playing for the
you look
tie,
inside for 2 first. If it's not there, you're kicking it outside. With 7-2, 10 seconds, you got enough time
that's
to do
the thing too. You can make the pass down there, and the plan is to make the pass, get the Blazers defense to look down, and then you get a 3-pointer.
Giddey will bring it in. Everybody off to the far side. Nearest to the ball is White. He is checked by Kamara. Grant will get those arms up. The branches out, waving his arms in front of Giddey. Breaking forward is White. Comes off the screen, a Herder. Murray in defensive posture. White into the lane, kick it outside. Vucević for the win. Got it. Nikola Vucević with the 3. He's been hot all year from out there in this game as well. Chicago wins it 122-121 in shocking fashion, as the Bulls went into the paint to probe and then kick it out on the perimeter to Vucević for the win. 27 tonight for the 15-year pro out of USC.
It's the concept we just discussed of penetration, whether it's off the pass or the dribble, just to get you to look down there. And rather than coming attached from the shooter on the wing, the Blazers need all their guys out there on the perimeter. It's human nature to not want to give up an open 2 and to come down and help and do all that. But in end of the game situations like this, you have to go against human nature. You have to tell yourself whatever the game plan is, which is give up that 2. If he makes a good drive, give up that 2. Do not allow the shot that can beat you to go.
Vucević 5 of 9 tonight from 3, 27 points. And he's always been known as a good sport and well liked among players, and he comes down to the Blazer bench here first to see Damian Lillard and then read the other pros down here on the Blazer side. An incredible comeback by the Blazers, but an incredible shot from Nikola Vucević. And the final tonight, the Bulls 122 and the Blazers 121.
Max One Music. music.